Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Luciano, and today let's talk about the routines called Kata, Poomsae, Tao Lu or Kati used on martial arts. That prearranged set of movements used on many martial arts, and sometimes people who don't practice martial arts, and even some people that practice martial arts, but they don't really know what they are doing or why they are doing this kind of routine. These people may have some misconceptions about the forms. So let's talk a little about the forms. The biggest misconception that you may have about the forms or the kata is that idea that you imagine an enemy, imaginary enemy, and you will fight against that imaginary enemy. But this is not martial art, this is schizophrenia. Well, in martial art practice, especially during the kata or the forms, you must keep a state of mind called mushin. Mushin means empty mind, so you don't imagine any enemy in your front. You do the movement with your mind empty. You don't imagine anything. You just try to focus on what you are doing and here and now, just it. Now, there are many types of routines or katas in martial arts, and some of them have different objectives than others. So let's talk a little about some of these based on my experience on Judo, Kung Fu, and now on Bujinkan. There are some basic katas or routines that put you on a very hard to keep stance. You do a posture where you bend a lot your legs, and you must keep that stance, like the horseman stance, for example, on Kung Fu, and this make you force a lot the muscles of your legs, and doing this way you will get stronger body, because you are exercising your body and getting a better physical conditioning. And now you have here some images of routine from the Kung Fu style that I practiced years ago, called Kung Fu Fei Hao Pai. It starts in this position, so you make a very different movement with your feet, opening the feet this way to end at the horseman posture. This movement is used to give you a way to measure the distance between your feet using your own body as a reference. Doing this movement, you will reach the best distance between your feet to do a proper horseman's posture. Well, after that starts a series of punches. So it starts the basic punches from Fei Pai. This is not a strategy to how to punch your enemy during the fight, but only controlled environment for you to train your punches. Then after punching, you pull your enemy and punch with the other hand, the same to the other side. So in this segment from far, you are punching, grabbing, pulling your enemy, and punching again on both sides. So you will train the right and the left side. Then we have another kind of kata, another kind of routine that will work different aspects from the martial art. Maybe the distance, mai, the movement, the ashi sabaki, the leg movements, the stance, the equilibrium of your body, and some mindsets like the mushin, zanshin, fudoshin, and so on. So for example, in Bujinkan Budo Taijutsu we have the Sanshin no Kata. Sanshin no Kata. And going further, we may find the forms that may be confused with choreography made to show the movements. This is the kind of form very used on the Chinese martial arts from Kung Fu and also in Karate. And this kind of form is like a catalog of strategies. So instead of writing a book containing the strategies of a school, all these strategies are condensed on kata, on arranged form like a choreography, and each part of this kata, this form, is a strategy or a technique for a specific situation. So this kind of form is like a box where you carry all the tools you have to do your job, and you will take the tool that you need to do a certain task. What the master should do is take a segment, a part of the sequence of movements, and teach you how you use this movement on actual situation, real situation of self-defense, for example. And then we have another kind of kata, another kind of routine, more complex, that involves two people. So you have one called tori, the one that will do the technique, and another called uke. The uke is the receiver, the person that will receive the technique from the tori. This kind of kata is very used on Japanese martial arts, especially the ones that come from bujutsu, the samurai arts, and also from ninjutsu, the ninja arts. And there are some examples where you have longer katas, like for example in Tenshin Shoden Katori
八
Shintoryu.
巻たち
But this particular school is almost exception to the other Japanese martial arts, because if you look for samurai and ninja martial traditions, most of the katas, the forms, are very short, without many exchanges of attacks like what you saw in this form of Teishin Shoden Katori Shintoryu. In the other traditions, it's most common short katas. So, for example, if you look at the Nage no kata from Judo, you may see many techniques applied between Tori and Uke. And for example, on the beginning of the Nage no kata, the second technique is the Poomsae. Poomsae is a throw against attack, like a punch from above to the forehead. And this kind of attack may be awkward for you if you train boxing or another style like Muay Thai or Sanda, because this kind of punch is a little strange for this kind of mindset used on boxing and MMA and combative sports that we have today. But what we must keep in mind is that this kind of movement is very common if you look at the situation of an attack with a knife, for example. And this kind of thing may be a lot common if you think about the ancient times where samurai were armed with the katana, the wakizashi, and the tanto, the Japanese dagger. So this kind of attack coming from above to hit your head or your collarbone were most common in this kind of environment. And that's the important thing about the kata. It gives to you the opportunity to control it, train technique against some kind of attack or attitude from your partner that may not occur during a sparring, handori, or within a ring of MMA, for example. So if you look for techniques to deal with situations of self-defense or to train the way the warriors fought battles on the past, you should look for the kata. This is my point about the kata, why these routines, these forms are training on Japanese and Chinese martial arts and other kinds of martial arts. If you like it, please give a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. If you have any question, please put it on the comments below, and I hope you liked this video. Well, see you later.